A girl peers through binoculars out the window. She just wanted to enjoy the beautiful scenery outside. Day before they leave, Liz chats with her best friend about the trip. Her friend is curious about what she'll wear on vacation. Liz tells her it's a beige sweater. This surprises her friend. Beige is the color Liz hates the most, but the sweater was a gift from her boyfriend. Anything he gives her, she loves. You can tell Liz is deeply in love with her boyfriend. Her friend wishes them a great time and tells Liz to call her if she gets a chance. Soon the couple arrives at the cabin. Liz spots a cake on the table. Her boyfriend Colm thinks the caretaker left it. He says it's a tradition around here, a way of making up for not keeping the place in better shape. Before long, Liz notices another cabin across the way. She curiously asks Colm who lives over there. Colm says it's his cousin, but he assures her his cousin definitely won't bother them. With that, Colm heads off to prepare dinner. Liz draws a heart on the glass window. Then she heads to the bathtub for a nice hot soak. But while she's bathing, something eerie happens on the glass behind her. After the cousin and his date are gone, Liz's displeasure is written all over her face. Colm quickly apologizes on his cousin's behalf. He keeps comforting her, hoping she can let go of the unpleasantness. With Colm's sweet talk, Liz is soon appeased. Colm insists the cake is delicious and asks her to at least try a bite. Not wanting to spoil her boyfriend's mood, Liz reluctantly takes a bite. In the middle of the night, Liz is fast asleep. She dreams of a woman dancing beneath a waterfall. Then a figure appears behind the woman. They point a gun at her head. The next second, Liz jolts awake. Her stomach is growling loudly. Apparently she's been woken up by hunger. She grabs her phone and heads to the kitchen. She stares at the cake. Her mind is completely repulsed by it, but her body moves toward it on its own. She grabs a fistful of cake with her bare hand. Then she starts devouring it ravenously. The moment she swallows, agonizing screams of women flood her mind for no apparent reason. Their faces are covered in blood. The scene shifts to the next day. The cousin's girlfriend is walking alone through the forest. She tries to use her phone to call a ride, but her phone suddenly loses signal. Then she hears a strange sound coming from deep in the forest. Afraid there might be a wild beast, she quickly hides behind a large tree. Drawing, but Liz doesn't answer. She's actually painting the women she saw in her mind last night. Then she asks Colm to take her outside for a walk. She wants to get some fresh air. While out, she happens to find a pendant by the river. She opens it and takes a look. Then she brings it back to the cabin. He has to go back to the hospital to check on things. He'll have to leave Liz here alone. Colm quickly apologizes to her. Liz isn't an unreasonable woman. She tells Colm to hurry back. She'll be fine here on her own. Colm promises he'll be back soon, by 7 o'clock at the latest. Then he quickly drives away. With nothing to do, Liz puts on the sweater Colm gave her. Then she calls her best friend. She complains that there's absolutely no privacy here. The entire house only has a lock on the bathroom door, and the windows don't even have curtains. When her friend learns that Liz's boyfriend left her alone at the cabin, she immediately offers a piece of advice. In situations like this, the guy is probably busy tending to his wife. She bluntly tells Liz that she's just the other woman. This makes Liz angry. She hangs up the phone right away. Then she goes back to observing the cabin across the look again. This time, all she sees is a mountain of garbage. Liz figures she probably didn't sleep well, so her eyes are playing tricks on her. She hurries off to take a nap, but when she wakes up, she feels even more exhausted, and somehow her clothes have been put on inside out. She doesn't think much. That is mysteriously stained with red wine. She hurries down to the basement to find some cleaning supplies. Without realizing it, she leaves her phone down there. Then she scrubs hard at the stain on the sofa. Suddenly, she hears a strange noise at the front door. She rushes over and peeks through the peephole. It's the cousin. She doesn't want to let him in, so she tells him Colm isn't home. But the cousin is incredibly thick-skinned. He says he's brought a nice bottle of wine and asks if he can come in and wait for Colm. Left with no choice, Liz opens the door. She's furious about the cousin's behavior. She wants to call Colm, but then realizes she left her phone in the basement. Meanwhile, the cousin walks into the kitchen. He picks up a kitchen knife. Then he quietly makes his way toward the bathroom. Liz, hiding inside, has no idea what's happening. After a while, she hears the sound of chopping meat, but she doesn't dare go out to look. Outside, a body is slowly being lifted up. Its head is nearly severed from the neck. Clearly, the cousin has met a gruesome end. After what feels like an eternity, the noises finally stop. Liz summons the courage to step out. The cousin is nowhere to be seen. She rushes to the basement and grabs her phone to call Colm. The next second, the mysterious figure vanishes. In its place is a box with a heart drawn on it. After all these terrifying events, Liz can't stay here any longer. She frantically calls her best friend, begging her to come pick her up. But for some reason, the signal keeps cutting in and out. Her friend can't make out what Liz is saying. Unbeknownst to Liz, a shadowy figure is already standing right behind her.
You're the mother. talking about?
The call drops because of the bad signal. At that moment, Liz feels a chill run down her spine, but when she turns around, she sees nothing out of the ordinary. Thankfully, Colm returns just then. Liz immediately tells him there's a woman with a plastic bag. He asks if they can leave just a little bit later. After Colm's persistent pleading, Liz agrees to his request. But on one condition, they need to check every corner of the house first to make sure no one else is inside. Colm immediately starts searching every nook and cranny, but he doesn't find anyone. Liz finally feels relieved. He shouldn't have left her here all alone. Then he invites her to share a drink. Liz quickly forgives him. The two of them listen to soft music and sip their wine. All the troubles from earlier are left behind. Liz asks off guard.
Was Mrs. Portnoy?
Cole realizes he's slipped up. He quickly tries to explain. He says the patient has passed away. Then she picks up a photo from the floor. It turns out to be a family portrait of Colm. At that moment, Colm opens the door and walks in. Liz immediately confronts him with the photo, but Colm says that was a long time ago. Liz can't accept this answer. She decides to leave right now, but Colm desperately tries to make her stay. He asks Liz to come to the living room so they can talk. Liz doesn't refuse. Finally, Colm reveals his true intentions.
You're giving me life.
It turns here in the form of women. Liz is completely dumbfounded by what Colm is telling her. It all started 200 years ago. Back then, Colm and his cousin were still children. They discovered the mother of the creatures. She looked exactly like Liz. She was dancing in the forest. But this forest was Colm's father's territory. The two boys shot her, but they didn't hit any vital organs. So they brought her back home and locked her in a pigsty. After some time, when the two came back to check on her, the woman had given birth, but they couldn't tell what she had delivered. All they could see was blood smeared everywhere on the walls. Colm quickly raised his gun and aimed at the woman's head. When he saw her eyes turn black, he pulled the trigger without hesitation. Liz begs him to let her go, but Colm tells her another story. A fisherman caught a fish. The fish begged the fisherman for mercy. It promised to grant him 3 wishes if he let it go. But why didn't the fish wish itself off the hook? Or wish for its own freedom? Because it knew it was just a fish after all. Those creatures are like the fish. They can't even imagine. Then he puts it in a room filled with many other boxes. Each box represents a woman who was sacrificed. On the other side, Liz leans against the wall. She has no idea what's going to happen next. Fear has consumed her entirely. Her whole body is paralyzed. Then, from the depths of the darkness, a head emerges. With a gentle wave of her hand, the candles light up on their own. Soon after, a figure crawls out from the darkness. Its head is covered with a plastic bag. It slowly crawls up to Liz. Then outside, Colm assumes the sounds are Liz's screams. So he turns up the music and quietly waits for the sacrifice to be complete. Late into the night, Colm suddenly wakes up, but he discovers he has aged dramatically. The next second, a creature's head pokes out toward him. By the next morning, Colm's hair has turned completely white. He's hanging upside down from a tree. His eyesight has deteriorated so badly he can barely see. Then a woman in red walks toward him. It's Liz, the very woman who was meant to be sacrificed. Colm begs her to let him down, but Liz walks over holding a cake. She tells him that everything here now belongs to her. From now on, she is the master of this place. She holds the cake up to Colm's mouth. Colm refuses to eat it, but Liz threatens him. If he doesn't eat the cake, she'll stab this fork into his face. Left with no choice, Colm obediently eats it. After he finishes the cake, Liz plunges Colm's head into a jar of honey, and that's where the story ends. Alright, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.